thrilling stuff. Hello everybody, my name is Goodboy and welcome to a special video on the best hotkeys and how to optimize your hotkeys so that you can win more Dota games. And with me today I have Primate. Hello Primate.
Hello sir, and hello guys. What's up?
So, Primate, this is actually quite, in my experience, quite a there's divided opinion on what the best hotkeys are and where. But I think we won't go so much on what the hotkeys should be, but let's focus a little bit more on what hotkeys you should be aware of, and settings you should be setting for your games to give yourself the best performance. So to start us off, why don't you talk us through abilities? What are the best hotkeys for abilities in your opinion?
Okay, so the thing is that I use legacy keys, so that means that I'm using the keys from Dota 1. So there's not too much to talk about them, like at least for me. But I'm gonna talk about the items. So you guys should always take in consideration to have the keys close to your spells, because most likely in a lot of scenarios you will have, for example, to dagger somewhere and use an ultimate or something like that. So you don't want them to be so far away. Because I'm using all the keys, I chose to have the items on 3, 4, 5, 6 and mouse 1 and mouse 2. I mean, actually mouse 4 and mouse 5, so I can use my spells and keys almost instantly, and even together in some situations. So there's not too much to talk about it. This is just about how do you guys feel them. It's not a secret behind them. You should just put them how you feel that it's easier, but try to get them closer. This would be my advice right here.
Okay, cool. So you've got quick cast enabled on your abilities, but you've not got it on your items. Why is that?
Okay, so I know how to cast all of the spells in the games because I spent so much time playing, and I know, for example, if I click somewhere where the chronosphere is gonna go or the black hole or whatever. But when it comes to items, I don't think there's any item that requires quick cast, maybe except a blink dagger in some situation. But I'm just good at double tapping, so I don't need the quick cast for those. Like, it's just the quickest are really good on spells. You should all use them on spells. This is my advice.
Yeah.
But when it comes to items, it's only if you feel like it. Sometimes, if you have quickest on items, sometimes you can get punished actually. Like if you blink, if you have the cursor somewhere else and you can blink behind or something like that. This is just an example. So I usually don't recommend having items on quickest. Only if you have something like maybe armlet or dagger, like I said.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay, cool. So then let's move on to unit actions, shop actions, and that sort of thing.
Okay. So guys, you should always take in consideration to have a select hero bottom. It doesn't matter where it is, but usually close to your other keys. You should have courier delivery items and purchase quick buy to buy items from the shops faster.
Yeah.
You should always use voice chat team, because this is how you communicate with your team and it's easier. You enjoy the Dota 2 games more or not, depend from case to case. Yeah. And then if you move on to advanced hotkeys, I would recommend to have the keys from learning ability, so you can learn them in fights, because sometimes in fights you get level in the middle of the team fight and you want to skill fast. But if you're going with the mouse, you're gonna be slow till you click on the spell that you want. Yeah. So you can do this from the keys. Yeah. And you should always have this key, the open shop. It's really important. It doesn't matter, like I said, like you should just have it. The open shop, it's really important, because if, let's say, you're gonna die soon, you want to open the shop and buy something fast.
Yeah.
And when it comes to hotkeys options, I use quick cast on key down. That means that you're gonna, if I press a button, the spell is gonna go on. If I would have this off, the ability, like, is gonna press only, it's gonna go on only if when I get my hand off the keyboard. Like when I get the hand off the trigger.
Sure.
So this is instantly.
So for example, let's say you're playing Wraith King and you've got your Wraithfire Blast. As soon as you hit the Q key, the ability triggers.
Yeah, it's gonna trigger on the target that I have the cursor on. And if I wouldn't have this on, I should remove my finger from the bottom after I pressed it. So it's way faster. I would recommend this to everybody who is using quickest as well.
Yeah.
And the others are just use legacy keys, which I said earlier why, and double tap ability to self cast, for example, Legion Commander second spell, Invoker Alacrity, and so on.
Great. Okay. Cool. So let's move on then to options then.
Okay, then I would like to here I would if you are a carry player, I would recommend to have always or standard auto attack. If you are support player, you should have it on ever. This is my recommendation.
Okay.
So unit orders with control. This is very important if you play heroes with micro skills and you want to send all the units to attack a certain target. For example, if you play Lycan, Nature's Prophet, Phantom Lancer, anything like that.
Yeah.
I use this when I play PL. I use this in combination with the select hero one. I send all the targets with control to attack one unit, and after that I use G to select my hero, and I run back with the hero, and I leave the illusions to hit the target. This is like an example.
Yeah.
Then teleport requires hold stop. It's good because it happens so many times to stop your TP by mistake. This is gonna stop it from happening. And the right click to force attack is that unit. It's like an auto clicker. You're gonna click like not 10 times per second, but something like that, so you can take bounty runes faster than your enemies. Then at minimap I use.
Wait. Sorry. Let's just.
Yeah.
Right click to force attack. Okay.
Yeah.
So explain that one a little bit more in terms of the battle rune grabbing.
Okay, so the right click to force attack. Actually, no, I was actually wrong. I just remembered now. So the right click to force attack is used to deny. It was my bad. I will tell the stuff with auto click later. Right click on a friendly unit will cause your hero to attempt to attack that unit. That means that you can deny with right click. It was my bad. I was thinking at something else.
Okay.
So you use this key to deny creeps or towers or whatever. Like when you are gonna right click a target, it's gonna hit it.
Yeah. Now, if that's not selected, don't you have the ability to deny creeps anyway?
No, you don't. I mean, you can deny creeps if you press A, the keybind that you have here for attack.
Attack, move, force attack.
Yeah, attack, move, force attack. You can press A and click right click on the unit. That's the other way.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is like a bit easier. That's why I would recommend it.
And that's why it's better. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. Then about the minimap, it's I use alt to show hero icons and invert alt toggle. If I wouldn't have this command, I wouldn't see heroes on the map. I would see only pointers. But because I click invert alt toggle, I can see the heroes. These two commands are used to get the hero icons on the map, which is really important because it's easier to watch icons than hero names or I don't know, anything else.
Yeah. So you know whether or not Invoker or Axe is ganking you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're gonna see who is ganking you and who is missing from the lane and so on.
Yeah.
And if you move to advanced options, I have auto repeat right mouse. This is the command that I was talking about. When holding down the right mouse button, right click repeatedly. So if you have this on, you can take bounty runes faster than your enemies because it's gonna click non-stop on the spot that you keep the right mouse. This was the command that I was talking before.
So you can right click once and it keeps going for it. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. But you have to keep your finger on the mouse.
So you have to hold down the right key.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's how people steal bounties before somebody else.
Exactly. In a lot of situations, yes.
Interesting.
Then not the least, but the most important command is this one: strict solo ranked matchmaking. Do not match with or against parties when playing ranked games. There are a lot of games where I queue party MMR with one friend, and we both get a game where we are with 3 solo guys. And I'm thinking, why are these solo guys playing with party? Like, imagine you can get 2 guys that are gonna grief and you're gonna lose the game, or you can get 2 guys that are gonna carry you and you're not gonna do anything. So it's like a dead game for you.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to improve as a solo player, I would recommend you to have this command like on strict solo ranked matchmaking.
Yeah. Shame it doesn't apply in unranked as well.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Like, this is just for ranked match.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. All right. Any other tips? Any other points?
So what I would recommend, actually, let me think a bit. If you guys are playing micro skills, heroes like Beastmaster, Meepo, Furion, whatever, you have these control group tabs which you guys can use. These are the commands that usually players are using for group units. Like, for example, if you see good Meepo players, they have group 1 the first 2 Meepos, group 2 the the other two meeples or something
Right.
like that. This is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just an example.
Easier for jungling and movement and stuff.
And I use this command a lot, and I forgot to talk about it. Tab. For example, if I play Lycan and I have two creeps that got spells. I have the creep from the Necro level 3, the Purge guy, and I have the Centaur that I'm getting with Dominator.
Yeah.
For example, I select all units. I right click to attack a target.
Yeah.
I press tab to switch to the Necro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the spell with the Necro to slow, and after that I'm gonna switch to the Centaur and I'm gonna stun the slowed target, and it's gonna die.
Yeah.
This is another good command that you should have. The next unit one.
Yeah.
For me, it's on tab. I think for everybody, it's on tab actually.
Yeah, yeah, no, brilliant. All right, well, that's very, very helpful.
And if there is anything that you guys would like to ask, I would like to leave comments below about the hotkeys or anything related to it.
Absolutely, brilliant. All right, well, thank you so much, Primate. That's brilliant. I think that's very helpful advice for us all. So, anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Primate, and obviously, as always, hit the like button, subscribe and share, and hit that glorious notification bell. Thank you so much, and goodbye.